Hello, and welcome back to Chaos Market Company, and just give you a heads up and notification of the business forecast. So right now, um, everybody else is subscribing onto our channel. Thank you very much for you strangers and to you subscribers. And now that we're continuing our videos here and now from our other other work, as you can say, we do still continue with the SolidWorks, and that we still continue with the OnShape. OnShape, we're still trying to get to that one. We noticed that we haven't been active on that one lately. Nothing. The next one we've been active was Tinkercad, which is great. We do love that one. But we're moving that platform onto our website so that we can actually look into there and then buy the videos itself. So it's gonna be a short ones, and after that go from there. Now that we do have like a few videos here and there of our what we do for our shorts, and after that we do have a new one which is our community, and also we do have as a um, um, live show. So we'll get to that one later on in the future. Right now we'll be not be active on November 13th to the 17th. We'll be on travel on that day, so it might not be active, but again, we'll be doing some more videos for the OnShape apparently, and also with the SolidWorks as well. So that way it'll keep everybody else busy and occupied, and after that go from there. Now the next one is our website. So we have our website set up, ready to go. So if you want to go into our website, which is the wix.com or Calsmark Company, or you can actually look for us under our Google or under web search. So we are very, very active right now. And we can actually be under Bing, Google, Yahoo. So if you type in Calsmark Company, we're all active from there. Now that we are slowly adding in some other appliances too as well on our website. But for the other ones, it's going to be for special clients that we want to share out, even though we are giving out like electronics. That is true. However, we're having issues trying to like resolve that situation right now. So just give you a heads up. Now onto the MakerBot. So there is some good news and a little bit bad news for myself under the business. Now, the good news is MakerBot, they actually opened up the cloud print, and well, basically that's the only one that's good news. So let me go show you that one right now. So this is the cloud print that is already active now. So this is the one I was supposed to show other clients about the Sketch Large, that it's already open and that it's already set to go. Don't worry about Replicator 1. We're trying to get that one clear out. It's just like a little storage bin for now. For the cloud, yeah, we are gonna do some more tests, do some more of the look over the settings, show you guys how to actually use this printer as an active source to actually do an iCloud source. So that way you can actually communicate with all these 3D printers, which you see on the screen. And that hopefully there is some changes onto this slicer. So hopefully they did, because again, for the past 3 weeks it was inactive, and I don't know what happened. There wasn't no notification, there was no update on the email, nothing else. So, but right now, today on November 1st, they actually activated it, opened it up, so now it's up to date. Now we will see how well it can handle it with our prints and see how it goes from the Sketch Large. But for the other one, the Sketch, I'm still using the older MakerBot print slicer, so that's the older version. And we're using that one for the MakerBot Sketch, which it does fantastic. I still love it. You got to see our other videos for our MakerBot Sketch about the results. It was great, thumbs up. But for the Sketch Large, we're gonna do another update video to see how well it can actually handle the new update version. So we'll go from there. Also too as well is the printers. So there are some other people that we do have that says that they have the replicators mini and the Z18s, and that they want to know if this one's still active, and also with the 3D printers. To tell you the truth, it's gonna be a big no. I did look into it as well. Look over the printers. This is what they have for now. So they have the Sketch series, which is the large and the original series, and they have the Method and the Ultimaker S series. So right now, that's the only four they have for now. That's all I can say. They actually discontinued the other printers, so that's one thing too as well. Then for the other supplies materials, they are still active. It's just that you go to the on top, go to store, and it'll teleport you into another website, which is this store right here. Again, nothing with the printers itself. It's just only those two for now. I did check with View All. They only have only these two for now. So if I go over here, same thing. So, but materials still as is with these replicator materials, and I think I saw some mini too as well. But again, I think they gotta remove that one. Extruders, same thing as well. They have like these other extruders, the older model for the other ones. So that right now, I think they're still keeping those ones as is. So that way we have the older ones. But again, depends how long they gotta hold it up, because again, they're now moving into the newer printers right now. So then also the online source, which is the software, that's only Cloud Print. That's all. Right now, I have other videos too as well that says you can download the software for the MakerBot, and that one you can use those ones for. Um, yeah, these ones are here. Same thing again with another MakerBot, so I'm gonna close these ones too as well. So again, MakerBot is still these ones right here on these printers onto itself. But again, the software, there's no longer free available. It's all discontinued. It's no more. Right now they use the iCloud or the Cloud Print. That one, since they updated to the new one, we'll see how it goes from there. So that's all I can give for now for the MakerBot itself. Now, on to the business. So, like we said, we are doing a great, amazing job on our side. We are doing a amazing work on our side too as well. Um, Basically, we do see some few actives here and there. That's great news. Just like individuals, that's fine with us. We still using one with the free platform, which is the Onshape and Tinkercad. We're still gonna work with the Onshape, and that way we'll continue from there. And if I use the printers that is soon being used right now, the printers itself. So the bad news, yeah, for the MakerBot, I am going to move away from it because I'm not sure what happened from the response. No update of like, hey, heads up, we're gonna remove these printers out of the way for this now, and that way it'll be discontinued furthermore. And so far, I didn't got no notification. I had a contact with one of the reseller and asked him what's going on. Some of the issues that he did tell me, which I'm not gonna say anything right now, that is true, and that some of them are being updated. But he said hopefully it's not gonna be, it's gonna be temporary by the 2024 or by the end of 2023, the end of the year. So we'll see how it goes effective. And he said it'll be effective by 2024 and go from there to up to 2025. So we don't know too as well. Again, he said he's gonna check it up to see what's going on from there. But luckily the software did update it. That's good news. That came up. But the other printers and materials, unknown. So because again, with our clients and also our um, customers, they have the older models of the replicator, mini replicator, and the method. Oh, yeah, not method. The Z18, and they are doing fantastic. They love the videos that I do for a living, and that they are very great resources to actually ensure what we can do with the printers. And that way they learn a lot more on the Slicer 2 as well, which is the free one, which they do love that one. Now you can actually take it with any laptops. They can actually reconfigure it the next day, come to the classroom, and just put it online. That's great. That's fantastic. However, with these new changes, we don't know too as well. So right now, we're gonna move into like another step to see how we can actually make it work. But again, for me, it's just my business too as well. It's just I'm under another contract of another work my new employer. So that's one thing as well. I had to like reassure the new contract to show them that I'm not gonna do any more MakerBot because the situation and new changes. And now we have to like transition to these other older printers to these new printers now. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. That's not my area. But for me to actually make into a new get a new reseller, that's going to be some of the followings will be the Illegal, and then the Creality. Finally, Dremel Company as well. I found out that Dremel has a 3D printer, which is fantastic. I do like it. I did see the results of it. That's great. I just want to give it a test to see how well it does. But again, it's the same thing as the MakerBot. If you want to buy a bundle of the class sources, that's about 1100. Then if you want to do a little more upgradable one, the larger one, even though it's not that large, That's about 1 inch difference because the original one was about 11 by 6. This other one was about 10 by 6, so that's a little more in between yay or nay situation. So, but again, depends. But again, I heard that it does fantastic because it's the same thing as the series or the sketch. Insulated in chamber, heat bed, and a iCloud software online. So not a big deal. The only thing I need to ask them is about if they can use the third party printer or third party filament for that one. Nozzle, I do love the nozzle. They did say that it does come apart, so you can actually do some cleanup and order the parts separately. So that's great news. But I think I heard that one. See what go from there. But the only ones I can try is the Lego and the Creality, which is does okay, but I need to do some more tests on those guys. I did see no videos about the Lego Mars printer itself, so hopefully you guys check those out. Because again, the Lego resin printer is not like a printer, which I did discuss that in the video. So give it a check it out before you buy that one. But yeah, but again, the business changes on my side. There will be some changes. That's one, and that I'm trying to move away from MakerBot. And also, one of the worst one that I have was the business partner, and also as a leader that she does help me out with everything else. That's great news. There was a topic that I want to discuss, which is called DM, distributed manufacturing, and I heard it does great on the positive side on outside sources, which is toward the city people or city folks that use the printers or use that method during the pandemic, and that they use like series of community that has 3D printers, and that way they'll help out with the business going on from there. And so far, I haven't heard anything about distributed manufacturing with 3D printers about the financial part. That's the thing I'm not sure about that and how it affects financially. And then was there any support going on from there? I'm not sure about that too as well. And after that, going from there, it's I haven't seen no good results about the DEM. I tried to look online to see how that works on different community. Has anybody else ever done that before? Have they done that with the communication with the business and the community? But again, there's like some few loopholes onto it. I noticed it. One is the financial part, how they get paid, and how does the financial work in between the company and outside people. Another one is the STL file, which is the patent and pending, or also the copyright issues on those ones. If they want people to print their companies onto their sources, but again, how does that work on that side? I don't see no results on that one too as well. That's one thing I'm a bit worried about. And the third one was the did it work on the city location compared to Navajo Nation area? Because it's very difficult for some other DM manufacturers. I know they said that they done well with the constructions for like furniture making. I heard that one. Welding too as well. I heard about that too as well. They did okay with it. Another one was the automotive trade too as well. They do that one too as well, but I think they're trying to convert that one to Navajo Nation. We'll see how that goes. But again, with DM and the 3D printing area, it's a bit difficult. Well, because of the pandemic, the whole situation went downhill, so that's the reason why. But again, it depends on my side too as well. Like, should I risk it and continue on with this DM method? And again, on my side, for me to say it's terrible. It's not working on my side. It's not helping me out financially. That's one thing. And on top of that too as well, I'm using the printers that's maker bought, and that's like 3 times expensive comparing to the other ones, which I want to go with is the Creality and the Illegal. There is financially stable, and on top of that, you get a lot more learning experience on those printers, and you got to do more advanced area with those printers itself. And on top of it too as well, it accepts any type of STL file as long as the software does STL exporting. But for the other brands, which is the larger ones, they don't do that much of the outside filaments. I just want to print like PTG, PP, ABS, and other stronger filaments. However, under my contract, I cannot do that. And it's like going downhill, like terrible. Because my goal was to actually make it happen on the 2021. And right now it's 2023 and it's 2024 now. And this is my third year. It's not doing very well. I want to say in my own words, I hate DM method in the Navajo Nation. And it's not doing very well. I don't like it. It's very difficult because I had to buy high-end printers, which it doesn't make sense if you guys understood it, that it's very expensive compared to the illegal in Creality, which is financially stable. You got to check out their websites on the price comparison, and that's the thing too as well, and also as well as the quality and how you work with it. With the Creality, it's just open area. I know that, but it does have a good opportunity to actually teach you how to use the 3D printer itself and understood the process of how it works. But instead of the MakerBot, it is a automatic printer, which I do like it. I do like the industrial size of it, but it's just that it's just not working with the quality. There's no control for yourself. It's just like you have to input it right away in first time and just expect it to do it and risk it all. That's the thing is like a little bit more challenging too as well. But compared to the other one, it does have control where you got to control it manually, and that way you got to use other sources like slicers to actually adjust the settings in a lot more expert level. So that's one thing I do have a big issues with the DM part, and it's like going downhill. But however, I am moving away from it because I'm doing a different side job on my side of the CMC. Because under their contract, that's their area. But I move away from it on my own side, on my own private time to do my CMC. And so far, it's doing okay right now. I have done some few prints here and there with my own personal components, so that's good news. Uh, that's one thing too, as well as actually like, figure out how to make it work. So far it's doing okay, but right now not that much sales because I haven't gone outside to the community wise. That's number one. And then the other one was the trying to get myself out there. That's number two. Now there's a big issues why I brought up was I'm not gonna be present on November 13th to the 17th because of my travel. I was forced to actually do some travel that's under contract, and this is where it gets really frustrating because it's like a wrong timing. I It was just dropped in front of me about a day ago, where they said that I got an email saying that I can't make it to the event. Kelsey, can you make it to this event right now? Because now you can just take my place. And I thought it was gonna be okay, which I thought was like, okay, yeah, it's great, okay. But that's when I got another news about this event and saying that this is very important, that we do need this one right here. This is the one that can be used to um, um, get your experience out there to the people. And on top of that, it's like very difficult now and a little more challenging. Yeah, it's very, very difficult right now. And that it's like this is supposed to be a great opportunity to actually engage myself to the community, and that they can know that this is what I do for a living. This is what I do, and this is what I've been doing right now recently, and how I do for a living for the community. I am here. We are the first for the CMC Calismaker Company as a Navajo owner, that we are doing this as our first company in Navajo Nation, because there's a lot of people that try their other business for wood cutting, construction, automotive, horse trainer, horseshoeing, bull riding experts. There's a lot of them that are out here in Navajo Nation, but again, it's not that very big of a deal because of the competition. From here, for Calismaker Company, I do have a competition, which is in Albuquerque, Phoenix, and Farmington. That's true. However, they do advance industrial area, but it doesn't work with toward community wise. But for my company, we do it for the community. That way, we focus on helping out people who wants to order items was that doesn't exist anymore, or it was discontinued from that part. But we can actually re-engineer that part for the community. So that's the thing. That was our goal. And if those who are interested in the community, if the Navajo individuals want to stay here in the Navajo Nation with an engineering background, but their interest was that it's a 3D printing, additive manufacturing, or other materials, that's great. We're here. We're here, guys. We're open. However, with these struggles that I was under contract with the DM that is in the way, it is very, very struggling. I really want to say I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And it's not making me nothing. All I did was just travel to people that are like, oh yeah, we'll just go under contract, but I can't do nothing. I can't charge them. They said, oh yeah, they're under contract. You can't do nothing about it. We're paying you, but don't have them pay you. Which it doesn't make sense right there. It's like, how does that even work on my side? That it doesn't make sense. And that's the reason too as well for the class course online. That's when she told me that, oh, let's make the classes for free. For free! Wow, that's like a big drop in front of me saying that, okay, I did all these classes and that, okay, good, well, it's a great opportunity. We'll have them join in as our clients and that way I can get paid more. However, she changed it to for free, which totally hit in the wall in front of me like a big old slam. And that's like a wake up call on my side saying that what the heck am I doing? And why am I taking my advice to this person that I thought she was going to help me? And she thought that doing DM, distributed manufacturing, would benefit the Navajo Nation. It does not. It does not. Uh-uh. She may see it in the work area, like university or inside closure areas or like a small buildings. But again, she doesn't even see the people of the outside community because I seen them too as well because they do a lot of things like chainsaws, um, basically automotive work, for animal related, which is like rodeo, veterinarians, animals, well beings, and I think field gardenings. I think I noticed that too as well. Automotive, yeah, like automotives, like some areas too as well. Constructions, nurses too as well. It varies everything else on the now nations of how they see it, but also it depends on what they want and their needs is the biggest one on the human factor, and that's the one thing I am having issues with because again, it depends on how they want. But again, I am very slowly getting to the each certain individuals. That's great news, but again, it's not enough. So it's very difficult to actually make that happen. That I'm just a micro company, very very small, but I'm being like pushed aside or I'm being pressed down, saying like, hold on, you do this for us, and then we'll pay you this much. Even though in the Navajo Nation, they're getting the grants, but it's not enough. I'm getting paid like $8 an hour for a month, or maybe like about few $10 on certain days to make that month, and that's not enough. I mean, so if you want me to do the work, that's great, but how come you're not letting me do my work by forcing me to say no, we can't do that. We want to do it for free. That does not even sound right on my side, and that's like a big hit in the wall. Then another thing was the other work, which I do love my other second job. Like I do have a backup one just in case. I do love that one. Um, it's just that that one was a bit difficult on the like timing onto it. That I had to be forced to go to travel. But again, this was an opportunity. But I think I can make it happen. I'm not sure I can make it make it work. But let's see how it goes from there. I just really want to like make it happen, make it work to see how it actually make it possible for everybody else. So yeah. So there, it's just like a big downside on our business right now, but we have some upsides. That's good news that we are still working on to the other projects. We're trying to stay away from DM, and I'm trying to force it out, but then they're forcing me into it. So again, I'm just like fighting it back. Like I'm trying to throw it out, but they keep throwing it back into my door. So that's one thing I have for now for the forecast of the business of like the bad news, and that's not good too as well on my side. But again, I do have some help too as well. We're making some good prototypes on my side too as well, so that's good news. Hopefully that does work. But apparently that's one thing too as well. I hate was that we have some good prototypes. That's good, and it does relate toward the Navajo Nation culture, but we are trying to stay with him because we got some bad news that we're not supposed to do some other certain areas with those type of items. So we cannot. It's a taboo. So as a Navajo, yeah, I understood that. But for individuals that say like, "Oh, don't worry, we'll just do it." No, you have to respect their tradition and the culture. And if they said no, and if it's a taboo from both the medicine men and the philosophers, which doctors or instructor or professor, all the above, if they said it's a taboo and it's a big no, you cannot replicate and try to imitate it and try to sell it out, it's a big no. And they have a big reason for that. And I listened to them. I listened. And I was like, okay, okay, so that's means that nobody didn't teach me that because again, I was given those items from a previous person, from a school. They did a competition for the toys, and they thought it was great. That's good. And then that they try to implement that one to this right here, which is great, is what I thought was gonna be fantastic. However, when I dig a little more deeper into the research, it was like okay, so halt right there. We can't do these things. That is like not good. But I can still do the other ones, which is good. But here from my other employer, they said, no, I want this one. Why you want to change it to this one? Because it's a big no. It's a big no. So that's one thing you have to like understand is like respecting the Navajo culture, and as a Navajo person too as well. So that's one thing that we have to like understand that too as well. For a person that is like employers outside, they may think they know what they want, but they're not really looking deep inside the areas that they don't look at thoroughly and and take advice from the individuals that said, no, why are you doing this? This is gonna be a big no no. So that's one thing too as well. Um, so again, I'm trying to force myself away from DM, but again, I'm trying to make a little more difference on my side. So that's good news. So hopefully it does work out on the CMC. So that's great news by next year, hopefully. So far I got some good advice from everybody else too as well. I also got aid from a uh, accountant, so that's good news, professional one. And I thought I got another assistant, which it was half late for the semester. Luckily, she did help out too as well, and she has very good insight. So right now we're trying to work it out too as well. So without my other employer to be included, because again, I want her out, and I want DM out. I'm done with it, and it's like doing very poorly. I really hate it. And then the every payment I always get, it's just like bi-monthly, and there's two of them that says, "Oh, we'll give you a bonus." It's not enough. It's still not enough, and it's just like I'm not making money. And on top of that, I have to do my financial too as well, which is I'm having financial crisis on my side. That I have to fix down on my side to see what's going on and how to resolve it. So, but again, on the November 13th to the 17th was the biggest one, but I'll try and make it work as possible and go from there. So hopefully everybody else understood my situation right now for the forecast of the Cosmic Company. We're still moving strong. That's one thing. We're not gonna give up. We're still moving on to it because I believe in this company and I believe that this will help out with the community of the Navajo Nation, but also other foreign communities that they need help to as well. So, And also too as well with the other updates for the MakerBot and then the in-store. That one too as well will give you an update about that one later on in the future. So hopefully it does work out and go from there. Okay. I hope you guys find this video interesting on my forecast of the CMC, the company. And hopefully you guys help us out with our donation page. We do have it under the About section and our website. So help us out with the donation. Because again, the donation will be going toward our education system. So that's the goal. And we want to actually make it happen for the Navajo Nation. So that's one thing we're willing to do it right now. And we want to use the donation for our equipment. So we don't want to buy machineries. We want to make our own machineries. So we do have everything else here, but it's just that it's not happening right now due to the some issues right now. So thank you very much for listening right now. Subscribe us, and then donate and pass this along to anybody else as well. Thank you. Yeah. Have a good day.